Welcome back to McCoy and Van Noy. We are here live at Radio Row on the Toyota Land Cruiser set at Super Bowl 59. And for me, I'm retired. All right? I'm retired. So I'm going to stake this claim for them. They don't have to say it. Fellas, stay quiet. I got this. I'm sitting here with two parts of the best division of rushers in all of the NFL. Yeah. Two parts of it. There's two. My brother Kyle Van Noy, and of course, Defensive Player of the Year finalist. About time, NFL. Yeah. God dang. Yeah. My man Trey Hendrickson. What's up, my brother?
Yeah. You're having go, Trey.
Clapping
for you too, there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This is the year of people getting their credit. God dang it.
Let's go.
I love it.
I'll jump in first just because I got to spend time with a little bit about Trey last week at the Pro Bowl. And we talked a little bit on the bench, but I want you to talk. This is your chance to kind of gloat a little bit. You talked about your mindset. I got chills thinking about it because you talked about the mindset, and I was like, oh, me and him are friends, because he talked about his mindset and what drives you and what you wanted to be in the Pro Bowl. But I just want you to talk about your mindset in a game. Like, when you go into the game and you're lined up, what are your thoughts? Because I know, being around you just for a little time, the mindset you have, I just want you to dive into it a little bit deeper because of the pass rusher you are, the player you are, the leader you are. Just dive into your mindset a little bit.
Yeah, I think mindset is something that goes incredibly underappreciated in the NFL. I mean, you have to tell yourself that I'm going into what is our modern combat, right? And you set the tone with a very physical and aggressive. It's an aggressive sport, like we at any level of the position. But with that mindset to get yourself prepared to do that, and then that opens up the speed rushes that everybody likes to see. But it's a physical game where you're playing with your hands, you're putting it on, and obviously, as you go in through it and you're meditating on what's going to happen and you believe in yourself. And obviously, I give credit to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And through that, He's done great things with me. But it's that mindset in preparation that is, I believe, the difference.
Yeah, and I talked about people getting their credit. This is the year of people getting their credit. I played for the Bucks for a long time, so I was in the NFC South, and we, in our D-line room, of course we knew who Cam Jordan was, but we like, hey, man, that dude on that other side, and this is how I noticed him. I don't wear gloves. I didn't wear gloves when I played. So anybody who doesn't wear gloves, that's the first thing I see. Before I get off, before they number, if I look down, I'm like, oh, dude ain't got on gloves. I haven't wore gloves since high school. And then I tried to put gloves back on in college, and my mentor, Tommy Harris, who was a first-round pick to Chicago Bears, he said he came back for a game, and we were getting ready to play Texas A&M, and I had on gloves. He said, hey, man, what are you doing? Take that off, tape your fingers up, and let's get to it. So when I noticed Trey not wearing gloves, I said, oh, I know that's a dog right there. So we noticed years ago, but now everybody else notices. How does that feel? You finally get your recognition, your Defensive Player of the Year finalist. I mean, year after year, consistent football play. But finally, people are saying this is one of the best in all of football. How does that feel?
Well, starting off special teams, I think that's a good start
Get
for
it out
everybody.
of the mud.
Those are live bullets out there. And, that's where that toughness, comes from. It's like, you're trying to get better. I had Mike Westhoff. Everybody's seen the Hard Knocks with him. Every bit of it. So he was amazing. But then to play with guys, like, I'd love to take all the credit, but even the teammates I've made, Demario Davis, Malcolm Jenkins, Cam Jordan, Thomas Morstead. How to become a vet at a young age. And through that, I've been able to, mentor myself, which is a humbling thing in the National Football League. But going back to not wearing gloves, I think that's the same thing, the mentality. It's a mentality sport. If they're not working, take them off and, and put them on.
I mean, even in the cold, no gloves, man. It was cold one game this year. I'm like, dang, my dog still ain't putting nothing on. Yeah, he was
toughness of the mind.
Still out there balling, man. Y'all got really close this year. really close to getting in that tournament. Man, how did that feel? Y'all won the necessary games.
You know how it feels.
No, I don't.
It doesn't feel good when you lose, even when you're in the tournament.
I understand that, but I'm saying you got so close. You know how many times we wasn't close?
Yeah, that's fair.
Because of them. They was the reason we wasn't close.
That's fair. Andrew Breeze, the comb-over.
You see what I'm saying? But to fight through adversity, it has to be the mindset of the leaders, which you talked about. To fight through adversity, which is what y'all did, and to get that close, man, y'all were right there.
Yeah. It's kind of been 2 years of that. I mean, the adversities of losing your starting quarterback in Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Credit to Drake Browning. I think he's a great quarterback. He's been basically running the scout team with leadership and discipline as well. Can't say enough of good things about him, but also, you know, being outside looking in these kind of environments instead of playing in this game, watching it. That's tough, you know, but it is also a special thing when you do punch your ticket into the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's what it's all about, is winning the Super Bowl.
Get in the tournament.
So my next question is, what are you still going for? Because now you have the sack title. You've had Pro Bowls, All Pros. You know, obviously you're going for the Super Bowl. What are you trying to do as far as personally? Are you trying to continue the legacy in Cincy? I know you're on your last year of your deal. You definitely deserve a raise. So Cincy, give my man a raise.
My guy, man.
Like, where are you turning? Are you turning more to? You said you alluded to being a vet. Are you taking guys under your wing? Are they coming down to where you live and training with you, or are you still trying to have the personal goal of being Defensive Player of the Year? Kind of what's next for you goal-wise of what you're trying to do just for your person? Take the team away. Just talk about yourself for a little bit. What are your personal goals left of what you're trying to do in the league?
Yeah, you know, when you talk about legacy and stuff like that, I think that's something that I have no control in, right? Because you've had incredible seasons, and you're at your first Pro Bowl, which is astonishing, and you are a Pro Bowler.
Thank you, man.
You know?
Appreciate
it. But those things are out of your control. You know, All-Pro, Defensive Player of the Year, those kind of goals, I want to play the best brand of football I can and glorify the Lord with it. And, you know, there's a Casting Crown song that's only Jesus. You know, I don't necessarily want to leave a legacy because we're only here for a certain amount of time.
That's
you know?
fair.
And so, you know, but to play football and my brand of football and have it like the way I want to be, I love playing the game.
Yeah, you do.
And
man, I wish I was teammates
and
with
And hopefully people know that. And, you know, it's always great to have respect from your peers. I think that's a cool part about football is when you meet a guy and they say they respect your game and you respect theirs, I think that's something that we mutually know what we're going through, and that's a tremendous part about these accolades.
And I love that, man. Audience of one. That's what I call it. Audience of one. Not worried about what everybody else is saying, only doing everything you do to glorify God. I love that.
I do, too.
Yeah. Well, you here with Old Spice.
Yes.
I see your Old Spice shirt. You got your Old Spice.
No doubt.
Total body over there, man. Tell it.
Ooh, smells good.
Ooh, smells good.
Keeping the NFL fresh 24/7. Total body, dry field deodorant. It's been incredible, you know, to represent them. And, you know, obviously I urge more guys in the NFL to wear it. Because, you know, we all know.
I'm going to keep it 100. I use Old Spice body wash.
No doubt. It's provided. Use it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So,
well, it's been great having you, man. I love hearing your outlook, not just on the game, but on life and everything moving forward. A lot more people need to be outspoken about Jesus and about God and not be afraid to stand apart. People in our generation now are so afraid to stand alone, but you are not. And from me to you, from Killer to you, from Yahoo to you, man, we respect it and we appreciate it. We appreciate you coming on. And tonight's the night. We all find out. Let's see.
Hold on. Who you got? Eagles, Chiefs?
Oh, yeah. Let's get your pick.
You know, I'm going to tend to go to the AFC. We played them. Both of them were tough opponents this year. They both beat us. Obviously, we wish we had those back. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think Pat Mahomes is special and nothing but success for him there in the Super Bowl.
So we got Trey Hendrickson. He has the Kansas City Chiefs, and hopefully – he has a Defensive Player of the Year. We shall see. We appreciate you coming on, brother.